Elsewhere, because obviously my numbers reflect and they'll show you. She's accustomed to certain things.
400 million is your lifestyle.
But you have to understand, she's not gonna get any more. Like after that, she's not gonna get.
She's not gonna you cheated.
Relax.
Welcome to another episode of Practice Starts Monday. I'm your humble and gracious host, Check One, and we are here with a special guest by the name of...
Hi, my name is Yenny.
Yenny.
Hello. Yes. Destiny.
Welcome to Practice Starts Monday.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Double standards.
Yeah.
Now, do you believe in double standards?
Yeah.
What's your body count?
What?
What's your body count?
What does that matter? What's your body count?
Well, into the 300s. What's your body count?
I don't know. Not in 300s.
So it's off your hands? One thing,
it's
guys?
on my hands.
So how many do you have?
I don't know.
See, why do you think she can't answer that question?
Because I don't want to.
No. I got you. I asked you the question, though. Why do you think she don't answer that question?
She understands that her body's her real estate. That's what makes her valuable in today's world. In any world, honestly. Majority of life's double standards apply to women. And if you play your cards right, you can have a really easy life. If you do the right things, you know the right people, look a certain way, act a certain way. I think for men, the biggest double standard that applies to us is being able to sleep with multiple women and not being looked at any kind of way. Outside of that, you kind of got to work for everything you get. I don't know too many attractive men that have done nothing with their lives and are living lavish because they're attractive. Because even modeling is a job. You know what I'm saying? You don't just wake up, I'm attractive, and a woman comes and saves you. Like, oh my God, you know what? I've been working for the last 40 years. You're 21. I'm going to take care of you because you are just that attractive to me. Why do they complain?
About all the double standards that men and women play, and yeah, they're both not fair on either parts. However, we have to make sure that we pick and choose what we can deal with.
But in the grand scheme of things, your body count is your value to a man, right?
Okay.
So a man can do whatever he wants, essentially. He can fuck any bitches he wants, right?
If that's how he feels.
But you have no problem with that.
I kind of do, but...
She kind of is not definite. It's kind of like...
I mean,
so
yes.
What is it?
However, men lie, women lie, so I don't necessarily feel like I'm going to get the right...
Do you think men lie more than women about their body count?
I think it's more acceptable for men to tell the truth.
And for women to lie?
Do I think it's acceptable for women
No, it's
to lie?
not acceptable, but women lie more, though, you would think, right?
I think they lie more about their number, yeah.
So there's a double standard, right?
It could be seen as one, yeah.
I think it's in our nature to complain.
Fair to say.
I think we women, we learn to complain because we're not really complaining. We're just letting... I feel like forever we were programmed to let, our spouse know how we could make it work. What can work better? Since I feel like the beginning of time, women have had this kind of housewife, standard. So men, they already focus, like back in the day, they're already focused on, okay, I already did my job as a man. Mm-hmm. I worked and I made the money. When you come home, there's another job, which is your wife.
Yes.
So we know that because if we don't say anything, the man is just going to be like, okay, whatever, where's dinner? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we complain, honey, I need the oven to work or, whatever. So I think in a way we've been programmed to complain. That's just an opinion. I'm not saying that's completely factual. Mm-hmm. Now, I think complaining is a perspective as well because if you look at maybe psychology, complaining could just be a alert system. It could just be like,
Yes,
hey,
I can agree to that.
I need this.
Yeah.
So you see it as, oh, that person is complaining, but I'm just not satisfied with my own self.
Could it be,
That
or is
men-
it?
that men are allowed to sleep with women, more women than women are allowed to sleep with men?
Why do you think Why do you think that is? Why
you
should a
just
man
said.
be more experienced? You think it's more experience, right? A
I
man
don't
should be
think
more
it's an
experienced.
experience thing.
So what
I
is
think
it?
it's, like you said, it's a value thing.
Well, I've had conversations with women where they're upset at the fact that men do get to sleep with multiple women and
Yeah.
they can't sleep with multiple men and be looked at the same way. To me, that's a complaint. Yeah, it's a double standard, but that one actually applies to us.
That's a double standard, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
So would you date a guy that has one body and you have 10?
Would I date one?
Mm-hmm.
Would I date a man that's slept with one woman?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he was with her for a while and he knows what he's doing, I think experience is important at this point in the game.
At this point in the game, you'd want a man that has more experience, or
I would want somebody that has experience with what they're doing.
so 30
don't
women?
think-
You think? So what's a good number for you for a man to have? What's a good number?
I've been with somebody that's been with over 100 women, so it's not like
How was his dick game?
it was amazing.
Because he had, you would say,
men, they boost their ego, like you said, by having multiple women. Women now boost their ego by having all the attention and being able to say, okay, and it's almost like reverse psychology. It almost doesn't work because
It doesn't work.
because men will be with different women, but they all of them know they're just looking for the one. Women know they're the one for somebody, have all these options, won't take them all. Some girls do, whatever, everybody's different. Some girls do take them all. But essentially, it doesn't work out because of the mindset that the men has. Because he's being with multiple women, boosting his ego. Girls are boosting their ego by saying, oh, okay, I got options, so you're just an option for me.
Men have always wanted more than one woman, more than
Yeah.
one option.
Yes.
Right? I think after marriage, you should cut that shit out. But everyone's different. Everyone has different views. And, it's just so normalized in society that it's like, it's never, I don't feel like that part's ever going to go away.
No, it's not going to go away. That's even with like what I was trying to get briefly on is there is standards that men could complain about, but we don't.
You can't.
How? How you figure?
How you gonna complain about getting a bottle and having 10 girls at your table
But
and
I-
choosing how many you want to take home that night? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
How are you
I want a girl
complaining
to buy
about
me
that?
a drink.
You do?
Yes. Buy me a drink. Make me feel special. I want to feel special.
So the double standard there lies is that women hold value in their body count, where a woman would prefer a man to have experience. So his body count doesn't matter as much.
Okay.
So a number doesn't strike you. You had a guy that had over 100 bodies, right? That didn't really bother you because, like, whatever.
I mean, it whatever, but it didn't change.
It didn't bother you enough not to
change
fuck
how I
him.
looked at him.
Okay, so it didn't bother you then.
Yeah.
So the 100 is your limit for a man.
Sorry.
Guys will see girls, oh, she has 1 million followers, 1 million likes.
That's a no-go.
They see that as a prize,
That's a
but
no-go.
also they see that as, oh, that is a dead end,
It is.
you know?
I can tell you exactly why they feel that way as well. Social media has created this world for us where your following is now currency. So that's technically, quote unquote, a high valued woman.
Right.
Ultimately, if I shoot my shot via DM, what are the chances she's going to see my message? I'm probably Lord knows how many out of that million. She's probably not going to even see the message because there are that many people. So it's not even like I can understand being competitive for the woman that you want. I don't mind that. But it has to be realistic.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
has to
saying?
be realistic.
Yeah, a woman with 1 million followers, that's not realistic for you to have.
I
Especially
don't
if you don't even have that to back it. Like if she sees something and you don't got a blue check next to it, she probably, oh, dude, this is a waste of time. He's not even where he needs to be with me.
Blue checks are the worst, actually.
Given, but what I'm saying is they have some kind of standard.
Yeah, for sure.
They
have the attention.
They have a say in the world of social media. So with a woman with 1 million followers, 9 times out of 10, she's probably gonna have a blue check if she does the right things, and she's probably gonna only want men with a blue check. I think the problem that we're facing as a society is not that we don't understand what's going on now. It's just that it doesn't
What's
fucking
real?
work. It
What's
doesn't
real?
work.
So do you think a man values experience?
I think a man wants experience, but I don't think a man necessarily wants a virgin. I think he wants somebody that has some sort of experience, but not necessarily, he's gonna have to teach them how to do everything.
But having sex with a woman now it's so simple. And it's like,
It's too easy.
yeah, why would I pay for this when
It's way too easy.
it's like a free sample.
It's
Have
really
you been
bad.
to the food court at the mall and they give you a free sample? Can you imagine?
Yes.
Hold on, give me a second.
We are all at the
Let me give you
food
20 for
court.
that. And you're like, what the fuck?
We
It's
are
free. It's a free sample. Now, how much it costs, bro? It's free, bro.
Now, today, women are being taught to actually hold their own, so they don't need a man. So it's like the women are making all their own money, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna put the man on the back burner until tomorrow or a few years from now because I am making bread. I don't need to, like 100 years ago, find a man to take care of me and provide because I can do it for myself. And that is it can almost, lessen your chances as a female for finding a partner along the line, which is really really difficult to swallow as a female, honestly, because everyone wants a fairy tale happy ending,
Yeah.
But when you're a certain success level, you have to choose that certain also success, frame. Like you're at a certain level where you can't date down, and if you do, that's fine, but you're gonna have to be the man in the relationship taking care of that person, or the masculine provider, which a lot of women don't want to be. Even as successful as they get, they don't want to be that necessarily.
But the crazy thing about it, the higher a women's bracket goes, the less chance of the person that they're seeking in that upper echelon bracket, it's not gonna work.
Chivalry and independency don't coexist. They can't live under the same roof. So women are saying, hey, we want to be independent. We're doing these things. Okay, cool. Don't look to me to pay the check as your man. That means you are equal to me. We do the same amount of work. We put in the same thing. Chivalry says, you know what? Because you're not equal to me, I give you special privileges and I do more.
Exactly. That's
Women
very
are saying,
true.
you know what? I want both. I want to
Right.
be able to make the bag,
We're
but
getting
spend
spoiled.
your fucking money. What? How does that make sense for me?
So you're telling me I need to dim my light and be lesser of a person or a female or a business to find my other half. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Logic, no matter how much money I make, that logically does not make any sense for me at all. It's such a one-sided deal.
Yeah.
And so now you have these women carrying around this narrative and it's promoted in musics and magazines and all kind of things where women are looking at you like,
Programming
hey,
us.
I'm going to go out, make my own money. I want you to do the same, make either the same thing I'm making or more. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to spend your money, though.
Yes.
That's it. And I'm supposed to be like, oh, great. You know what? You're still giving me pussy. This is great.
Right. Yeah.
Why would I sign a deal like that when pussy is so easily accessible?
Right.
Honestly,
Okay.
what really baffles me is men that, as long as he didn't cheat and he was loyal,
Okay.
that's the thing for me.
That's-
If I'm gonna have a partner of that status, you're not gonna play with me.
Okay.
You're not gonna play me. Don't fucking play me.
That was one of the double standards I was getting at, because women nowadays with their high bracket money, they're not gonna dumb down to date a guy that's probably a janitor. He's like, I'm good at being a janitor. This is what I wanted to do when I grow up. I'm gonna be a janitor. I'm gonna do the best job I can. My girl makes $300K, but I will still pay the bills. It is what it is. I make sure I come home. I tell my wife, you're beautiful. You're everything to me. Some women will tell me, hell no, I wouldn't date that. Now the roles are reversed. Why would a guy, you guys only, when you got all that money, you only want to date a woman that doesn't have any money? Why don't you date somebody that's successful like you? Because at the end of the day, it's on what we want. Because we get the money, it doesn't matter. As long as I have somebody that's going to make me laugh, that's going to make me enjoy my time, it just shouldn't matter about the money. Now, women nowadays, with their independence, they want to make sure they get somebody that's, if I make 6 figures, he got to make 8. Guess what? That guy's not looking for somebody that's successful. I want a woman that's going to be a woman at the end of the day. You can make your money. You can do what you want. I'm happy. But they don't want to have a man. I'm with the man.
Going back to men fucking women, right? And there's women's like, oh, that's the worst thing in the world because I want to do the same thing and whatever. I'm like, okay, all right. When you're in line at a club, right? If you're attractive enough, there's probably gonna be somebody walk out of that club and pick you, come inside. Free of charge.
Yeah, no
You're probably
problem.
gonna go inside, there's gonna be a group of niggas in a section, and they gonna start picking, you come up here, you come up here. You're gonna party your ass off, drink for free, probably eat for free, and just go the fuck home.
Yeah.
No commitment to anybody.
Yeah.
And that's a privilege of being attractive.
Yes.
Right? But not
Men
once.
men don't go through
Right?
that.
Not
it's
once
so true.
in life have I ever been in line at a club, and that's mind you, I've seen.
No matter how
women in
good looking of a
right?
man you are, it doesn't
Be a
matter.
fucking
It's
model.
very true.
You still paying whatever that cover charge is, my boy. But never have I ever seen a group of women that are attractive say, "Wait, you're taking us in for free? All the unattractive women need to come with us." Never. You're never gonna do
Yeah.
that. You're gonna sit back and enjoy this double standard because you're like, well, y'all should have been more pretty.
Me, it's the survival of the fittest, or right now, it's survival of the best looking.
Exactly. So it's like these things apply to us. When it's not your fucking turn, sit back and accept the fact that it's not your turn. That's just what it is.
I think women are tired of being hurt, to be honest, and they're like, fuck it, let me get some bread, because at least I'll be crying in a Rolls Royce, honey. Like, you know, like, honestly, I think women are tired of being hurt, cheated on, bashed, stepped on like a fucking rug. Honestly, I really do. And I think it's time that we showcase who we really are. We are just as important as men. Just as important. Even if we don't bring the same things to the table, we both are bringing something very important.
I hate having to go back and forth about how different men and women are. No, you can't go sleep with 20 different niggas and me sleep with 20 different women and us be the same. It's not, unfortunately.
Actually, I want to say something. Naturally, as a woman, we can't. We literally, our area parts are very sensitive. It sucks for us to say that because I've had many conversations with my girlfriends and we're like, you know, that's not fair. These guys can do all these things and they don't get pregnant. They don't get yeast infections. They don't get UTIs. They don't get this. They don't get that. We do. And I think with great power comes great responsibility.
A wise man once said so. Shout out Uncle Ben.
Which, you know what, and I'm not down talking myself, I'm just honestly just saying what I know is true. Naturally, it just doesn't work out. I have never been in a situation where if I wanted to thought it out and do my thing and I was good. No, there was always problems. There was always problems, and I wake up the next morning and I'm like, and I'm talking about all types of problems. You already know. We like I said, great power comes with great responsibility. We have the chance to get pregnant, a chance to get a yeast infection, a chance to get an STD. Men do too, but we are
much higher rate.
Naturally, our bodies are filters. We are wombs. We're chambers. We can't just, like men do. And we have periods too. So it's like, I think that. And I won't even, honestly, I am a very real person. And I'm not even gonna not lie about this. I will admit I have played a part into essentially, selling something that is not really me for money. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, everybody has their moments.
And I have realized over time it just naturally doesn't work out for me for a reason. Because I'm not really meant to do all those things. Even if I do these things and I go and I try to have, if I try to hot girl summer it out, right?
Good luck.
I'm not happy. And men too, y'all already know this. Y'all are not happy either, but we as
there's some of
women,
us that
we
do
have a
enjoy that
risk.
space.
There is a difference between a man going and sleeping with 20 women. If I sleep with 20 men, I have a higher chance of getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Now I have to deal with the baby daddy, and that's just,
That's an animal within
or
itself.
you already know the other option.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that we're naturally not allowed to be that loose. And in this generation, girls, I think that, but as well, it comes with being, I feel us as being a female oppressed on being able to do certain things. Now we get to do certain things, so we're all like Megan Thee Stallion, you know what I'm saying? Megan Thee Stallion it out, but it naturally doesn't work out.
Okay, let's talk about accountability for a second here. 'Cause
okay.
You know what? Now we're getting there.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about accountability for a second here.
Okay.
Lizzo, I don't know what her doctor says to her, but it's unhealthy.
What does it matter about health?
It
Why
does
do you worry
matter.
about her health, though?
Because if it's there for me to see, I have an opinion on it.
How? Why do you have to look at it? Why do you have to see it?
She
If I'm on my
posted it.
timeline,
Follow her.
I don't
Simple.
follow. If I'm on my explore page, I'm looking at funny shit. Lizard pops up. Look at this big one, unhealthy.
And you can continue to
Yeah, but
scroll.
I can leave a comment if I want to.
Why do you need
Because
to
it's
leave a
freedom.
comment?
That's why we're in
But that's what I'm
America.
saying. Why does it have to bother you to the point where
It doesn't
you have
bother
to-
me. It doesn't bother me.
bother you.
But we look at the comments.
doesn't
No,
bother
you
you.
know, everybody says, I don't follow this. I don't listen to her music. Comes on in the club, good for her. I have no problem with the woman. But what I'm saying is, it's unhealthy. That's my opinion, right? I don't go on her page and say it. I don't follow her and say it. I don't. But if we're talking about accountability, every woman in a comment, you go, girl, you get them.
In other words,
Keep
they're
eating the
promoting
chicken.
something that's unhealthy for her where she could
Keep
die.
putting mayo on cookies and eating
Yeah.
it. Keep doing this dumb. She's done it. You know what I'm talking about. Putting this weird shit on food and eating it. It's unhealthy, ma'am.
So now
Everyone's bigging you up.
No, what do you?
Now we're all big on health.
No. Okay,
See,
nah.
here
That's
we go now.
that's where that's why weight is an issue. That's why because it's a health issue. That's it. The fact of the matter is, the bigger you are, the more unhealthy you are. Especially if you're not using that weight to do something. Maybe you're a fucking bodybuilder or some shit. That makes sense. But for Lizzo in particular, what was she just a pop star or some shit? I'm not sure. But her profession does not require her to be that damn big. And the fact of the matter is, the thing that, for me personally, is the fact how women will support something that is negative for another woman. And we're telling her, don't do that. You are overweight. You need to lose some weight. But now we're wrong. What? Just don't look at it.
Okay, Jocelyn,
Jocelyn who?
the woman that Stevie J,
Okay.
she's rapping. For the life of me, please.
That shit's garbage.
Please. Oh my God. I had a meme with her that I'm going to send to you guys later, but oh my God. They're like, yo, Young Thug is gone, Gunner's gone. Here's what we got left. I think it's her rapping. Yeah, here's what we got left.
Jocelyn can't rap, bro.
But I look at the
Rappers.
comments. I look at the comments, right? You know what's in the comments? You go, girl. I should fire emojis. I click on it and it's
There's always gonna
women.
be someone's consumer.
But it's the majority of it. It's
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, hold her accountable. Tell her it's trash. But you don't see that.
Okay, so what about female rappers where there's people like Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion or even Nicki Minaj where they're talking about, you know, getting their pussy sucked and da, but then men do the same thing. But when they do it, like
We
it's
talked about this.
problematic.
We talked about this just now. Men are expected to be at a certain experience or get a certain amount. We're expected to do shit. We're expected to get women and get head and get
She's just
whatever.
talking about one dude.
But we're doing that. This is what we do, right? We get head, we get fuck bitches, and what we do. Women talk about it, right? And that's cool. Is it attractive? No. But they're not living that also.
But that's what sells. That's
But they're not living it, so I can't believe it, right? But listen, it sells records. Cardi was in strip clubs back in the day before she met, so I believe she had that. She was living that life. Now she's married, 2 kids, and a stepmom to his other kids.
So she shouldn't be making music about
Meg Thee Stallion.
And she
I'll
cooks
take
and
your
cleans,
nigga,
by the way.
I'll take your nigga. I'll do this and that, and you all here with this nigga that you fucking with.
Party. They're a cute couple.
Whatever the case, but
No,
you're
yeah.
not. But women are buying in to what they're selling,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Which
Men
is a
are
false
talking-
narrative.
Same
Right?
thing with JT and Young Man.
Yeah, but okay, but I'll give you this. Men were talking about popping guns and selling drugs.
Yeah.
Were they living that lifestyle? Maybe not. Somewhere, right? But right now they're not. Most niggas ain't doing that shit. But some are. Clearly, Young Thug and them boys. Some are.
We definitely do that.
But all I'm saying is this. When something is unhealthy, no one's calling it out. On the women's side, there's no accountability for that. Lizzo is unhealthy.
Okay.
I guarantee she's not supposed to be that weight. I guarantee she's not supposed to be that weight, right? But she is, and God bless her. But if you come my way, I'm letting you know it's unhealthy. You're breathing heavy.
But they'll judge you for saying that to her or having a preference of saying, I don't want to date women of that stature.
Your body shaming.
Which is a problem.
You this and the third. But a woman can tell a nigga you broke, you short, and we're just eating.
Mind you, him being short has absolutely no control over. Like, there ain't shit he can do. Like, what, you gonna
I
get a
was
BBL
born
in
like
your
this.
knees? Be tall as fuck. You go from 5'6"
I was
to
born
6'3".
I was born 5'10". Burns was born 5'5". What's Burns gonna do about that?
Your knee surgery, MJ, duh.
No, I'm 5'10". I'm
That's
above
a-
average.
mind you,
Burns here.
That surgery is dangerous as fuck.
I was on Burns' phone once. I mean, look at Achilles heel surgery. I said, Burns, your Achilles heel. I'm like, add link to it, bro. I said, bro, you got to walk funny, bro.
Self-reflecting. There's also influence. We live in a very influential
That's very
generation. Whatever you see, oh, well, damn, these people are happy, so I got to do that.
It's
So you
all
force
a
yourself into...
facade. That's the craziest
That's
thing.
why I love these podcasts, because we're talking about reality. And I don't mind saying my weaknesses. I don't mind. I actually want people to see I'm not perfect. I can fuck up. I can make mistakes. I'm not perfect. You guys respectfully may see me sometimes somewhere I'm not supposed to be.
Each other.
It's accountability. All
Women
across the
don't
board.
hold each other accountable at all. And you do that within your friend groups, and you take that into your relationship with your man, and that's why there's so much friction when a man tells you how to be. You can't understand direction or a command, because in your friend group, no one holds you accountable. You go home, no one holds you accountable. You go to work, no one holds you accountable. But you come home to your man and say, hey, why isn't the house clean? And immediately it's a red flag, because your duration of your life every day is just the way you want to
You're
live.
a princess. You're a queen.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna
it's
say, I feel
foolish.
Like,
You've
I
been
feel like
pampered.
the accountability
Right.
thing has a lot to do with how women are raised. Like we're told that we're supposed to get what we want and all that stuff. So
'Cause you're a
as
queen from birth.
as you get older, and you know,
Because you're a princess
now
from
you're
birth.
trying to be this adult person. You know, you don't
And you're getting
necessarily
told
hold
what to
yourself
do.
to be accountable for your actions.
Yep.
All right, go wash your ass.
We're living in a generation where we're kind of like getting everybody's, opinions around us.
And there's no
Back
right
then, we didn't really, the only opinions that we had were local opinions, because we couldn't talk to Sandy across the country and ask her for her opinion about something. No, we lived in a generation where the media, the government was able to control what we saw, what we got influence from. And I'm not gonna lie, in a certain point, it was healthy because of porn, because sex right now is the main thing of everything. And I feel like people are starting to kind of, okay, this is not it. I honestly feel like people are starting to, people are overdoing it to a point where it's like, okay, this is not it. But it's also scary, because what happens as a human being, we're programmed to always want more. So when you overdo something, what happens? You start experimenting and start going into the South, doing things that it's not healthy for a human being to be.
Like Dubai and get shitted on and shit.
It's
It's kind of
just
weird, but
it's,
hey, man.
it's crazy. So I really, like I said, I'm not afraid to speak and talk about what I struggle with, my weaknesses, because I don't want men to view me as perfect.